Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Gunins, and I'm going to be going over the safety matrix for safety factors at Letourneau University. And as you can see in the background, hopefully y'all can see pretty well, that is my safety matrix. I'm going to start today by talking about what the safety matrix is and why it's very important to process very different situations and scenarios that can happen in the workplace and aviation. And that it can lead to solving and preventing various things from happening. So on the left side is severity, the amount of damage or basically how bad the situation is going to be. So it's going to go from 5 to 1 on catastrophic, critical, minor, and negligible. Negligible being barely anything happens, and catastrophic being something very, very terrible, like a death or a something very, very bad happens. On top, we have the likely it's going to occur, the probability of that. So 5 being frequent, and then all the way to it being impossible for it to happen. So the first scenario I'm going to go over is over fatigue. Fatigue is something that I feel like is very important to go over, because fatigue can happen if you're overworked. It can happen if you're getting lack of sleep, if it's a very, very stressful environment and you're not getting enough just help with that. You're just going to become wound down, and everything's just going to happen badly. So specifically fatigue on forgetting to do a step in an inspection, or forgetting to torque the flaps or the spark plugs or anything like that. Forgetting to check that could end up being very catastrophic, and I feel like it is very kind of occasionally or likely to happen based off of how this different situations going on. So that's how I would range the likeliness and how bad it is. And then the second scenario I want to run through the matrix is foreign objects. Foreign objects can happen from mechanics leaving tools, or something being in the way of the prop and going into the engine that shouldn't be there, via not seeing it, or a bird flying by. Different things can happen and lead to foreign object damage going into the engine. I feel like it is very occasionally gonna happen. Sometimes it's preventable, sometimes it's not preventable. If it does happen, it's going to be very catastrophic, because it could lead to millions of dollars of damage based on which airplane you're working on and which airplane you're talking about, with what engine you're talking about. So I feel like it could be very detrimental to the airplane, and if you're in the air and foreign object damage happens, it could lead to the airplane falling out of the sky. I don't feel like this scenario is very likely to happen. There's a lot of steps that you can do to prevent that. So yeah, I thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.